Hi, Stephanie here. We're at the MRO Americas with Amel Belkhamsa, VP of Technical Services. Amel, thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Excellent.
Excited to be here at the show.
Same here.
Amel, we want to talk to you a little bit about how we're seeing industry flying aircraft longer, aircraft are staying in service a little bit longer. How does that impact technical services and support with your team?
The CRJ platform really holds a sweet spot in commercial aviation, considering scope clause. And so what we've been seeing over the last year, and per the expectation we are going to see for another few years, is a real rise in terms of utilization and demand for the aircraft flying. The CRJ specifically has grown 20% year on year in terms of utilization. And that was really at the back of the resurgence of demand after the pilot shortage market phenomenon. We also are, thinking that we are going to see the same type of growth all the way to 2026, which, is giving rise really to a lot of demand in services, material demand, MRO heavy maintenance services, but also technical engineering services as well. So obviously we've had to adapt ourselves to this bubble of demand. We knew it was coming, but it did come a lot higher, I'd say, than expectation. And it's really the result of two different elements. So yes, operators are putting a lot more airplanes in service because of mainline demand. But as well, there was this phenomenon of lazy schedule during the pilot shortage, whereby airlines were utilizing airframes at a lower utilization framework, and now we're operating at a much higher yield, which is creating now the demand for the heavy maintenance that everybody's been pushing to the right.
Right.
Tech services, material demand, MRO services, we've had to obviously increase in staffing internally on the engineering side to be able to deliver on engineering repairs and dispositions. We've done that both through permanent workforce within our headquarters in Canada, but also leveraging our offload capacities with partners in North America, as well as in countries where we're able to scale rapidly, such as India, to be able to support our operator base. On the material side, of course, right now the demand is on an all-time high. It is also in a context where supply chain has still not, believe it or not, fully recovered from COVID-19. So there is a gap between demand and supply at the moment. And so we are looking at leveraging both increasing material stock holdings, but also offering alternatives to the customers with some used serviceable material, as well as right now looking at expanding on internal manufacturing, insourcing for some of the commodities where we're seeing some stress and difficulties in supply.
If I can go back to a moment about the technical services, I know that your team in the past several months have been working very closely with PSA and SkyWest on really being involved in the day-to-day operations with those teams. Tell us a little bit about what that means and how it's going.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What we are seeing is that our customers are experiencing difficulties with workforce, with labor, right? So this comes in the form of a lot of juniorism, right? I think after COVID-19 and after the phenomenon of pilot shortage, airlines have lost experience within their workforce. And so juniorism coupled with a lot of turnover in the workforce has created a bit of stress within an operator base on availability of knowledge. What we've done is adapting ourselves to be integrated a lot more vertically within the airlines, offering to actually fill that gap for some time or for whichever time they need it for them to be able to ramp back up. So specifically with PSA, we've partnered with PSA in order to continue to support them under our DAO authority when it comes to repair and dispositioning on the engineering side, but also support on the FAR 121 operations as well, whereas our workforce is integrated with the PSA airline within their day-to-day technical and engineering dispositioning needs. So it's working very well. We're hoping it's going to continue over the next few years, and we're hoping to do a lot more of that with other operators as we continue to find solutions to fulfill some of the gaps our customers are experiencing in this context where experience and skilled labor is really scarce.
Yeah, and we have that skilled labor within our team, so we are offering those services to our customers who need it most.
Yes, I mean, we have a stable and growing technical workforce. We have experience in commercial aviation. Of course, all of this is not agnostic to the CRJ platform, but our focus today is on the CRJ, considering the fact that there is a high demand and our customers need us.
Amel, you come from a family of aviation. I believe your father built this tremendous career in airlines, and here you are as well, building this tremendous career as an executive in our wonderful industry. Tell us a little bit about what you enjoy the most, what keeps you inspired day to day in working this fast-paced industry that we love.
I mean, it's just an industry of excitement. You know, we move people, right? You know, supporting a platform that allows individuals to connect, you know, that allow individuals to engage into leisure activities, right, is just extremely motivating and very exciting. But as well, for me, it's all about the people, right? I mean, we have a group that is, you know, a bunch of individuals that are extremely passionate about the industry and really, you know, work day in, day out for their customers. And so, you know, that coupled together, you know, couldn't be a better combination for a career. So yeah, I feel really grateful, you know, to be part of this.
Any final thoughts that you want to share?
You know, we are at MRO America. We're all here. We are pumped, very excited to meet with our customers and partners. So I think this type of venue, the MRO, just allows for a really good recipe, right? To be able to create something different, something better, right? So, I mean, for us, it's an excellent opportunity to be able to combine customer input, partner input, to listen in and then to go back and, you know, make sure that we continue to be current, right, in what the customer requires, right? So, excellent opportunity, just as in every year, right? Come and visit us.
Thank you so much, Amel.
Anytime.